The Arizona Animal Welfare League continues to grow and expand, helping save homeless animals across the state of Arizona. This map shows the small towns and rural areas where we have become involved over the past year, saving more than 1,000 animals that would have died due to lack of resources and shelter. These rural shelters, including municipal animal control shelters, have very few resources and a limited number of adopters. There is a huge number of strays, numbering in the thousands, homeless animals who have no one to care for them. Many suffer in the extreme weather conditions across Arizona, and sadly, some do not survive. Some shelters have only 8 kennels, but take in many more animals than they have room for every day. There is not only a lack of support, but many of these communities lack the knowledge and/or experience in animal welfare. Veterinary services are either unavailable or expensive, and there is a lack of spay-neuter programs to help control the population. In some cases, there is a lack of support from the government agencies responsible for animal control. We hope to be a part of the solution to these problems. Late last fall, AAWL's great team of staff and volunteers, led by our own Whitney Steele, constructed a prefabricated shelter in northern Arizona for one of our fosters. Generous donors came forward to pay the expenses, and we not only built the shed, we set up water tanks, lighting, and heat to help these precious animals survive the harsh winter. Previously, this foster had no support and tried to fit a few dogs and puppies in her small trailer during the winters. She was beyond thrilled to have a place to keep animals, especially moms and puppies, safe and warm. We also donated over 1,000 pounds of food to help her rescue more homeless dogs. Here you see some of the first litters of puppies whose lives were saved this past winter by the shelter the team built. These beautiful cats were brought in from one of the rural shelters that had nowhere for them to go. They told us that without our help, they would have had no choice but to euthanize them. In fact, one group told us they used to spend their entire day euthanizing animals until AAWL offered to help them. They were so excited to tell us that since we have been working with them starting last fall, they have not had to euthanize a healthy animal. Our goal is not to simply rescue animals from the rural locations. We also want to provide expertise so these animal rescuers can learn better ways to manage their own situations. With one group, we sent a team to spend a day with them. We had a veterinarian, vet techs, and an operations team. We shared ideas with them about how they could increase adoptions, gain support from the government and the public, and attract donors and volunteers. Our medical staff taught them proper veterinary and cleaning protocols to help keep animals healthy and stop the spread of disease. One of the dogs we rescued from a rural shelter was Mallory. Our vet reported that Mallory had been shot in her leg, directly in the growth plate, requiring extensive and expensive surgeries. After waiting for her to grow for a few months, and thanks to our wonderful donors, we were able to get the specialized surgery Mallory so desperately needed. Another rescue dog, Wisp, has had a very tough road. When we brought her in last fall, it was discovered she had a sizable hole in the roof of her mouth. She has great difficulty eating and is very uncomfortable. 3 different veterinarians have tried to close the wound, but all attempts have failed. Wisp is the sweetest little dog, loved by everyone. We cannot give up on her. We reached out to a dental specialist who believes he can help. It will require 2 surgeries, 6 weeks apart. The surgeries normally cost more than $6,000, but Dr. Visser is kindly giving us a discount, reducing the cost to only $3,500. These are just 2 examples of animals that AAWL saved through our rural shelter program, providing extraordinary medical care when needed. Thanks to you, our loyal supporters, we will continue to work tirelessly until each and every animal in our state has a safe and loving home.